Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Lakers full of problems will play against Milwaukee Bucks. The Lakers are experiencing problems every day with player injuries. Today it was officially announced that the duo that is making a success of the Lakers, Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves, are out of the game against Milwaukee Bucks. As if the injury suffered by LeBron James and he is out for several games was not enough. To know that today the team will be without Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves is a lot for a team that has been playing well and seeking second place in the Western Conference. Austin Reaves' injury seems to be a bit serious and he could miss a few games. The Los Angeles Lakers are currently in the midst of a 6-game and 8-day stretch, which hasn't been ideal considering a number of key players are banged up. They have won 3 straight games though and look for a fourth on Thursday night when they host the Milwaukee Bucks to wrap up this difficult stretch. Unfortunately, the Lakers continue to be shorthanded as Luka Doncic has been ruled out. Doncic dropped 31 points in the Lakers' win over the Denver Nuggets on Wednesday but has been dealing with an ankle sprain and some other ailments, so LA will let him rest in the second of a back-to-back against Milwaukee. In addition to Doncic, the Lakers continue to be without LeBron James and Rui Hachimura, who are inching closer to a return but not yet ready to play against the Bucks. The injuries don't stop there as Austin Reaves, right ankle sprain, is also out while Dorian Finney-Smith, left ankle injury management, and Jared Vanderbilt, right groin strain, are doubtful, signaling they are unlikely to play. That makes this specific matchup even more challenging as with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Brook Lopez, Milwaukee has the size to punish the Lakers down low and on the glass. That's what happened just last week when the Bucks blew the Lakers out in Milwaukee despite a 45-point performance from Doncic. Jackson Hayes is available this time around, which should help, but it still should be a tough challenge for a Lakers team missing 4 starters and some key bench players. In these type of situations, Reaves has typically come up big for his team but even he isn't able to give it a go in this one. It remains to be seen what the Lakers' rotation will look like, but they have 11 healthy players with Hayes, Gabe Vincent, Jordan Goodwin, Dalton Knecht, Markieff Morris, Shake Milton, Bronny James, Christian Koloko, Trey Jemison, Alex Len and Cam Reddish. Regardless, this is a house money type of game for JJ Redick's team and would be another big win if they are able to steal one for their 10th straight victory at home. Lakers suffer yet another tough injury blow ahead of Bucks game. The Los Angeles Lakers will end the toughest stretch of their regular season schedule with none of their top 3 stars. According to ESPN's Dave McMenamin, Austin Reaves, right ankle, Luka Doncic, right ankle, will join LeBron James, left groin, in street clothes on the bench when the Lakers host the Milwaukee Bucks this Thursday, March 20th, for their 6th game in 8 days, the second night of a back-to-back schedule. Rui Hachimura, left knee, also remains out while Dorian Finney-Smith, left ankle, and Jared Vanderbilt, right groin, are also doubtful to play. All hands are on deck with the Lakers severely shorthanded against the Bucks. Lakers coach JJ Redick has no choice but to lean on rookie Dalton Knecht and veterans Jackson Hayes, Gabe Vincent, Shake Milton and two-way player Jordan Goodwin. Bronny James is also expected to get into the rotation. Underscore 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 underscore. Lakers' 9-game home winning streak in jeopardy. The Lakers are coming off a 120-108 win over the Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray-less Denver Nuggets on Wednesday, March 19, with Doncic dropping 21 of his 31 points in the first quarter that set the tone. It was Doncic's highest-scoring quarter this season. He added 8 rebounds and 7 assists in just 32 minutes as he rested the entire fourth quarter. The Lakers deemed it not enough to play Doncic against the Bucks. It will mark the 3rd game Doncic will miss since joining the Lakers. The Lakers are 11-5 with Doncic in the lineup. Meanwhile, Reaves was having the best stretch of his career before this ill-timed injury. Over his last 5 games, the undrafted guard has averaged 29.0 points, 7.2 assists, 6.4 rebounds and 2.0 steals while shooting 40.4% from the three-point line. He had 22 points and 8 assists during Wednesday's win against the Nuggets. The Lakers had just gotten back to 3rd seed with their 9th straight win at home. That streak is in great danger against the Bucks, whose stars Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard were called to a private meeting with coach Doc Rivers following their 104-93 loss to a Stephen Curry-less Golden State Warriors on Tuesday, March 18. Underscore 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 underscore. Bronny James responds to criticisms. Bronny reads the criticisms. But unlike his father, LeBron, who confronted ESPN's Stephen A. Smith, the younger James takes those negative comments in stride. My first thought about everything is I always try to just let it go through one ear and out the other, put my head down and come to work and be positive every day, Bronny said in an interview with The Athletic. But sometimes it just fuels me a little bit. I see everything that people are saying, and people think, like, I'm a expletive robot. Like I don't have any feelings or emotions. While his playing time in the NBA is limited to garbage minutes except when the Lakers were shorthanded, Bronny has made great strides in the G League. Following a poor start to his pro career, Bronny is averaging 20.6 points on 43/36/80 shooting split to go with 5.0 rebounds, 5.0 assists and 1.7 steals in 33.6 minutes over his last 9 games in the G League. Bronny has another opportunity to show his development against the Bucks. Lakers legend compares Luka Doncic, Austin Reaves to 2 all-time NBA greats. James Worthy often appears on Los Angeles Lakers broadcasts, and when Big Game James from the legendary Showtime teams has something to say, everyone listens. On Wednesday night, after the Lakers dispatched of the Nuggets, Worthy shared the highest of praise to both Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves. For Doncic, I haven't seen anybody like this kid since Magic Johnson. And on Reaves, I'm telling you people. Google Pistol Pete. That's him. Doncic had just finished with 31 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists, which would have been more if he didn't sit out the final half of the fourth quarter with the game in hand. Reaves put up 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists and has been playing phenomenally with LeBron James out recently. Doncic is already recognized as an all-timer, maybe not quite yet on the pedestal of Magic but certainly with the potential to move his way that high up the all-time list. Reaves has been more of a surprise his whole Lakers career, but he continues to grow into a starring role. Stephen A. Smith recently called Reaves the best third option in the NBA. Comparing Reaves to Pete Maravich is incredible praise, given that Maravich was a game-changer in the 1970s as a creative, thrilling guard. It's worth trusting Worthy, though. He's seen a lot of basketball and played with a bunch of legends. Doncic and Reaves are special, for sure. Luka Doncic says rest most important for Lakers right now. The Los Angeles Lakers continue to battle for the 2nd seed in the Western Conference. Right now, they are tied for the 3rd seed, and just a game out of number 2. The battle for home court advantage in the playoffs will last until the final game. After playing in a brutal stretch, Luka Doncic believes that rest is the most important thing for the Lakers right now. Luka Doncic says rest most important for Lakers right now. ESPN's Dave McMenamin recently spoke with Jared Vanderbilt and asked him what the most important thing for the team is right now. Of course, racking up some wins and climbing higher in the standings is always important. But Vondo talked about getting healthy as the team's top priority. Getting healthy, that would be number 1, Vanderbilt said. Getting healthy, getting rest, with this stretch, and try to get some reps together. The main thing is just getting healthy. McMenamin added that while he interviewed Vanderbilt, Luka chimed in off camera with only one word to add: rest. While all teams need rest, the Lakers went through one of the most brutal stretches in the league. With the game against the Bucks tonight, they will conclude their 6th game in 8 days. 2 of them were on the road, and 6 were at home. They lost the road games to Milwaukee and Denver and won at home against Phoenix, San Antonio, and the Nuggets. Tonight, they have a chance to avenge their recent loss to the Bucks. Luka is out against the Bucks. Luka Doncic will not play Thursday night against the Bucks, managing a sprained right ankle. The game is the second of a back-to-back for Los Angeles. Luka recently missed another game during those 6 games in 8 days, the loss to Denver last week. So far, the Lakers have gone 3-2, and if they beat the Bucks tonight, it will be a great accomplishment. With LeBron James out with an injury, the Lakers have leaned on Luka and Austin Reaves to carry the load. The latter will have to go from a third option to first option now. The Lakers are the only team to play as many games in so few days due to the postponed game against the Spurs in January, which was due to the LA wildfires. Lakers' schedule might allow for some rest. Depending on when LeBron James comes back from his injury, the Lakers can absolutely give some rest to Luka Doncic. They have a couple of easy games in the last week of March. Now that Luka is out against the Bucks, they might give him a game or 2 more. The Lakers welcome the Chicago Bulls on Saturday before heading for a short East Coast trip. They play in Orlando, Indiana, and Chicago during that span. All 4 of those games are against teams that have a worse record than the Lakers. And aside from the Indiana game, all are winnable even without Doncic. If the Lakers sit Luka against the Bulls in Los Angeles, he will get 3 to 4 days of rest before the next game. They also have a few April games where they can rest players. The Lakers play the New Orleans Pelicans at home and visit Dallas and Portland. ESPN analyst names Western Conference threat Lakers need to avoid. The Los Angeles Lakers have shot up the Western Conference standings over the past month of the NBA season as they have been one of the hottest teams in the league. Of course, their addition of Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks at the trade deadline has played a key role in the Lakers' recent success, but other players on the roster have also stepped up, especially with LeBron James sidelined due to a groin injury. Los Angeles Lakers forward LeBron James, 23, and guard Luka Doncic, 77, copyright Jason Parkhurst Domain Images and #169, Jason Parkhurst Domain Images. Los Angeles currently sits 3rd in the West standing with a 43-25 record, and they sit just 1 game behind the Houston Rockets for the 2nd seed. Despite this, the Lakers also sit just 1 game ahead of the 5th-place Memphis Grizzlies, so they will need to finish the regular season strong if they want to maintain their spot in the standings. On Thursday's episode of ESPN's First Take, former NBA player and current ESPN analyst Jay Williams gave his thoughts on why the Lakers need to go for the 2nd seed in the West if they want to make a deep playoff run. "I am avoiding OKC at all costs until we get to the Western Conference Finals," Williams said. "I'm trying to avoid Denver, too. I am avoiding OKC at all costs until we get to the Western Conference Finals. I'm trying to avoid Denver, too. Most teams will look to avoid the Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round due to them being arguably the best team in the NBA, but Williams also mentioned the Nuggets as a team the Lakers should avoid. Denver Nuggets guard Jamal Murray, 27, and center Nikola Jokic, 15, copyright Ron Chenoia Main Images and #169, Ron Chenoia Main Images. Of course, Denver has had the Lakers' number over the past few seasons, and with MVP frontrunner Nikola Jokic leading the way along with a great veteran core of Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon, the Nuggets look like a contender once again this season. Denver has struggled recently as Jokic and Murray have missed time due to injury, but if their core is fully healthy once the playoffs begin, they may be the biggest threat to the Thunder in the West and one that the Lakers will want to avoid early in the playoffs if they want to make another championship run.